Good afternoon, students. The next topic, what we are going to see today is cracking. So, in the last class, we've seen with liquid fuels. We started with it. Petroleum, the most important one, distillation. Starting from that, Cotterell's process, the harmful impurities are removed from the emulsification, followed by distillation process. Next, let us move on to a different topic, cracking. So in the cracking is necessary when you are going to break something into small molecules. So cracking, it is the decomposition of the bigger molecules, main hydrocarbon molecules, into the simpler low boiling hydrocarbons of lower molecular weight, and this is called as cracking. The gasoline obtained from the fractional distillation of petroleum. So, cracking after the fractional distillation, we will be having the larger compound groups. So, other simpler, smaller compounds are marked. So, this gasoline has the highest demand as a motor fuel, but the yield of this fraction is only 20 to 30%. And also, the quality as straight run gasoline, which is not good and hence is used only after proper blending. So we have to overcome all these things. So to overcome these difficulties, the higher boiling fractions, example fuel oil and gas oil, are converted into lower boiling fractions, gasoline like petrol, by cracking process. On the higher boiling fractions, we are converting into low boiling fraction. The cracked gasoline gives better engine performance, that is, they are suitable for spark ignition engines of automobiles. So in the cracking process, what we are doing is higher saturated hydrocarbon molecules are converted into simpler molecules like paraffinic and olefinic hydrocarbons. There are two methods of cracking in use. So one is thermal cracking and catalytic cracking. So main namakku theviyana mari and also useful ana oru compound maatradhukkaga we are going to undergo the cracking, and cracking is nothing but the larger hydrocarbon molecules are broken down or converted into smaller molecules. Usually broken down so cracking we are going to break it. So adukku two methods on the thermal and catalytic. So let us look on with each one in detail. So the first one is the thermal cracking. In this process, the heavy oil is subjected to high temperature and pressure. So thermal, high temperature and pressure. When the bigger hydrocarbon molecules break down to give smaller molecules of the paraffins, olefins and hydrogen. So bigger hexa groups are giving smaller groups like these, the paraffin, olefins and lower groups. The cracked products are then separated by fractional distillation. So marabadi and the cracked products. So whatever you are going to do on the distillation tower, or we call it as a bubble tower, or even any other means, and the flashing anything, but we are going to do the distillation. This process is carried out in liquid phase at a temperature 475 to 530 degrees Celsius. And the pressure is around 100 kg per centimeter square. And this process, where the temperature is this much and the pressure is maintained this much, is called as a liquid phase thermal cracking. And it is going to be done at a temperature, higher temperature 600 to 650, and under a low pressure of 10 to 20 kg per centimeter square. Then that is called as a vapor phase thermal cracking. On the first second the temperature and pressure it's varying. So on the liquid phase temperature is less, pressure is more, whereas in the vapor phase the temperature is high and the pressure is low. So whatever oil you want to crack it, we are going to pass, or we are going to maintain at high temperature and pressure so that the molecules are going to be broken down. So you are going to heat initially the feed. So feed in the heavy oil. So you are going to heat it and then it is going to be sent into that column. So like nammaloda the distillation column mari, we can also call it as a fractionator. You are going to fraction pirikka porom tani. And then you can see that on the residue, that heavier things, they will be coming down, and then the lighter ones, gasoline, they will be going on the top. So we can separate each products depending on their density. So the lighter ones, the residues will be collected at the bottom, and once again from this fractionator we are going to separate them, and then we are going to take out the still more light gas oil. So in this way we can collect each one in different way, different fraction. For example, on the distillation tower la ஒரு 5-6 products தனித்தனியா எடுப்போம், like a gasoline, ether, diesel. So அது மாதிரி இங்கேயும் we can separate them. So this area is being once again collected, and then we are going to pass the steam. அதில் வந்து you will be collecting the light gas oil. So இந்த இதில் light gas oil will act as the heavier part. Then the quenching can be done just like the reheat பண்ற மாதிரி. இங்க வந்து you are going to cool it down. So quenching is for that, doing that cooling purpose. So thermal cracking, just high heat and pressure will be applied. So next, coming into catalytic cracking. So from the word itself, you can easily understand that catalytic cracking abdinaka, we are going to make use of some catalyst. So in this process, cracking is carried out in the presence of a catalyst at low temperature, so around 300 to 450 degrees Celsius, and pressure is very low, only around 1 to 5 kg per centimeter square. The catalyst like aluminum silicate, Al2SiO3 or alumina used in the cracking gives higher yield and better quality of gasoline. So there are two types of catalytic cracking. So the examples கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, but there are also other types of catalyst used. So the two types of catalytic cracking are, first one is fixed bed catalytic cracking. So under the fixed bed catalytic cracking, so before going into this, have a glance of the diagram. So we are going to take the heavy oil charge, then you are going to preheat it. So heat பண்றப்போ அதனோட vapors is being sent into the ஒரு tower or ஒரு chamber, where you are going to have number of trays in which the catalysts are placed. Then once again the catalyst use பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் you will be having that cracking that is going to be carried out. So on the cracked vapor, இங்கே தான் நமக்கு அந்த cracking நடக்க போகுது. Then you are going to pass it into a cooler. So இப்போ நமக்கு வேப்பர்லாம் கூலர்ல பாஸ் பண்றப்ப you will be getting the liquids. So first initially you are going to get the gasoline and the dissolved gases. Then once again we are going to pass it to the another tower. We will be getting the lighter ones. So let's look on to the theory part. The heavy oil is passed through the heater, where the oil is vaporized and heated to 400 to 500 degrees Celsius, and then it is forced into the catalytic chamber, which is containing the catalyst like silica alumina gel or bauxite. It is mixed with clay and zirconium oxide, and the temperature is 400 to 500, and pressure 1.5 kg per centimeter square. So during this passage through the tower where you are going to have the catalyst, cracking will take place. So catalyst meet பண்ணோம்னே நமக்கு cracking நடக்க போகுது. About 30 to 40% of the charge is converted into gasoline. So first நமக்கு gasoline நம்ம recover பண்ண போறோம், and about 2 to 4% of carbon is formed, which gets deposited on the catalytic bed. So first you are going to get the gasoline, and then we will also be having the deposits that is going to be formed, but அதனோட content பார்த்தோம்னா it is very less, only 2 to 4%. So cracking takes place, 30 to 40% is converted into gasoline, and 2 to 4% carbon is formed, which will get deposited on the catalytic bed itself. The vapors produced are then they will be passed through the fractionating column. ஸோ இங்கிருந்து நமக்கு கிராக்கிங் ஹை ஹீட்டில் பண்ணுறப்போ நமக்கு வேப்பராக தான் வெளியே வர போகிறாங்க. Those vapors are being sent into the fractionating column where heavy oil fractions are condensed. The vapors are then admitted into a cooler. So அந்த vapors coolerல pass பண்ணோம்னா நமக்கு அது will be converted into liquids. Some of the gaseous products are condensed along with gasoline and uncondensed gases. So condensation நடந்து முடிச்சவங்க நமக்கு you're going to get as the liquid form. But அந்த condensation நடக்காதவங்க இன்னும் நமக்கு கேஸாவே they is passed on to the next chamber. The gasoline containing some dissolved gases is then sent to a stabilizer where the dissolved gases are removed and pure gasoline is obtained. So we are going to get the pure gasoline over here. Here we are having gasoline along with some dissolved gases. When substantial amount of carbon is deposited on the catalytic bed, so amount on the carbon 2 to 4% is deposited. During cracking, the catalyst stops functioning. So நம்ம அந்த catalyst tray இருக்குல்லையா அதுலயே நமக்கு when there's going to carbon deposit continuously நடந்துட்டே இருந்ததுன்னா என்ன ஆகும், catalyst அதனோட performance அந்த function என்னமோ அதே வந்து stop பண்ணிடும். It is reactivated by burning off the deposited carbon in a stream of hot air. So you are going to strip it off. அது என்ன அந்த removal மாதிரி ஒரு hot air நம்ம திரும்ப pass பண்ணோம்னாக்கா you can remove off the carbon. So you are going to reactivate the catalyst. So during the reactivation of catalyst, the vapors are diverted through another catalyst chamber. அது actually இந்த so this is the catalyst chamber. Once again you can reactivate it, but அந்த process இங்க நம்ம காட்ட கிடையாது. This is enough. So நம்ம main இது என்ன catalytic cracking தான். So அந்த இதுக்கு this diagram is enough. So just in words you can write about that process. மற்றபடி அது தேவை கிடையாது. Next is the moving bed catalytic cracking. So இப்போ நம்ம பார்த்தது fixed bed catalytic cracking. Next is the moving bed catalytic cracking. So just have a glance of this diagram first. So here is the feed oil and air is being passed over here. இந்த எதுக்காகனா மறுபடியும் அந்த catalyst எதுக்காக இந்த catalyst is being sent from here. Catalyst இங்க இருந்து அனுப்ப போறோம். Then catalyst along with the oil is being passed over here. We'll be getting the catalyst oil கலங்கறப்ப நமக்கு என்னவும் cracking நடக்க போகுது. So crack ஆறப்போ அந்த high temperature initially we'll be getting the vapor. Then once again this vapor is being passed on and then we're going to have the light fractions moving on the top and the heavier residues over here, and the light fraction மறுபடியும் we're going to do the process cooling பண்ணி condensation பண்ணிட்டு we'll be getting the final heavier gasoline and the lighter gases over here. So இங்க பார்த்தோம்னா நமக்கு அங்க catalyst fixed bedல deposit பண்ணி reaction பண்ண வச்சோம். இங்க catalyst along is being என்ன சொல்றது it's being transferred. So இந்த chamberல நம்ம catalyst generate பண்ணி we are going to pass it over here and then the catalyst is in movement. So that's we call it as moving bed catalytic cracking or the fluid bed catalytic cracking. Let's move on to the theory part. In this process the solid catalyst is finely powdered so that it behaves almost as a fluid, so which can be circulated in gas stream. Solid catalyst adhe alumina or silicates, but it has been powdered. ஆனா அவங்க அந்த stream of liquid கூட அவங்க travel பண்றதால they will behave like a liquid. The vapors of the cracking stock like gas oil or the heavy oil when mixed with the fluidized catalyst is forced up into a large reactor bed. So it has been forced into this reactor bed. So இதுதான் நம்மளோட reactor bed in which the cracking of the heavier molecules into the lighter molecules occurs and the temperature is around 530 and the pressure is 3 to 5 kg per centimeter square. The top of the reactor there is a centrifugal separator which allows the low boiling lighter molecules move up to the top of the reactor. This one. Okay. So this is that thing, the centrifugal part. Centrifugal separator. So இது எதுக்காகனா அந்த lower boiling இதெல்லாம் தனியா இது பண்ணிட்டு that heavier to go to the bottom part. Allows the low boiling lighter molecules move up to the top of the reactor and enter into the fractionating column, but retains all the catalyst powder in the reactor itself. So நமக்கு தேவையான அந்த cracking முடிஞ்சு எதை நாம அவுட்புட்டா அனுப்பணுமோ அதை மட்டும் அனுப்பிச்சிட்டு catalyst வந்து இங்கே retain பண்றதுக்காக தான் you are having this centrifugal separator. The carbon that is deposited on the catalyst powder are burnt off in the regenerator and the temperature rises to about 590 or more. So இங்கேயுமே நமக்கு like how in the fixed bedல carbon deposit over the catalyst இங்கேயும் அது நடக்க போகுது, but it's going to be burnt off. So அதை மறுபடியும் high temperature pass பண்ணி remove பண்ண போறோம், அங்கேயும் அதே தான் பண்ணணும். The cracked gases and the gasoline are removed from the top of the fractionating column and sent to a cooler where the gasoline is condensed. So நமக்கு அந்த cracked parts எல்லாம் இங்கே நாம் அனுப்பிச்சிட்டு fractionating columnல. So இந்த diagram சொல்றப்பே உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிருந்தேன். So the lighter thing on the top, heavier over here. Those light fractions once again is condensed. Then you are going to get the gasoline over the bottom part and you are going to get the gases out. The cracked gases and gasoline are removed from the top of the fractionating column and sent to a cooler where the gasoline is condensed. It is then sent to a stabilizer to recover the pure gasoline. The product contains a higher proportion of aromatics and isoparaffins. So this is with the moving bed catalytic cracking or the fluid bed catalytic cracking. இப்போ ஆக்சுவலி this ஏரியா இங்கே பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா இங்கே நமக்கு catalyst யூஸ் ஆகும். ஸோ this area next இது வந்து அந்த அவுட்புட் மட்டும்தான் அடுத்த ஏரியாவுக்கு போகிற மாதிரி we've learned it already. This catalyst what is being used over here, ஸோ இங்கே catalyst reaction நடக்க போகுது நம்ம fuel கூட. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ப்ராசஸ் முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறம் after the cracking is over, the catalyst will drop down. So this once again is being blown off or it is being sent back by blowing air. So in the air in the side spent catalyst வருது, spent catalyst இங்க drop ஆகிறப்போ நம்ம air இங்க pass பண்ணோம்னா there are possibilities for it to be sent over back here. So இங்க மறுபடியும் இந்த catalyst இந்த ஏரியா reach ஆகிறப்போ it will react again. So அது ஒரு cyclic இது மாதிரி தான். ரொம்ப ஹெவியாலாம் spent catalyst reuse பண்ண முடியாது, but at least without wasting we can reuse it. So that's the reason. Then next is the synthesis of gasoline. So இந்த gasoline நமக்கு வெளியே வருது இல்லையா, so அதை வந்து how we are going to change it in that required form. The gasoline obtained from the fractional distillation of the crude petroleum oil is not enough to meet the requirement of the present community due to vast increase of automobiles. So அதை அப்படியே நம்மளால யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது, தேவையான விதத்தில் மாற்ற போகிறோம். Hence an alternate source need of finding out to manufacture the synthetic petrol. So synthetic petrol can be manufactured by the process of hydrogenation of coal. The preparation of the liquid fuels from the solid coal is called the hydrogenation of the coal. So that is related to the synthetic petrol. Now the gasoline எப்படி நம்ம synthesize பண்ண போறோம்னா there are two processes. One is the Fischer-Tropsch process and the other one is the Bergius process. So coming into this Fischer-Tropsch process, the coal is first converted into coke. Then the water gases. So first, before going into this theory part, have a glance of this diagram. Okay, then we go on with it. The coal is first converted into coke. Then water gas is produced by the action of steam over the red hot coal. Then it is mixed with hydrogen and the mixture is compressed to 5 to 25 atmospheres. The compressed gases are then led through a converter which is maintained at a temperature of 200 to 300 degrees Celsius. The converter is provided with a suitable catalyst, consists of a mixture of 100 parts cobalt, 5 parts thoria, 8 parts magnesia and 200 parts Kieselguhr. A mixture of saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons occurs as a result of polymerization. So coal first coca matirrom. Then during this the water gas is produced by the action of steam over the red hot coke. So coke எடுத்துட்டு you are going to pass steam over it. So நம்ம steam அந்த coke மேல pass பண்றப்ப you will be getting the water gas. Now அந்த water gasல இருந்து நாம இங்க start பண்ண போறோம். So look on to this diagram. We are going to take water gas. So water gas ங்கிறது என்னன்னா it is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Then it is being sent into a tower where you are going to have the iron oxide. Then it's been sent on to another tower. அதாவது இங்கிருந்து நமக்கு இந்த process முடிஞ்சு it's been sent on to another tower where you are going to have Fe2O3 and sodium carbonate. Then it is been sent on to a compressor. So you are going to compress. So இங்க compress பண்ணி நம்ம இங்க அனுப்புறப்ப என்னன்னாக்கா you are going to pass it into a catalyst region. So catalyst பார்த்தோன்னா you are having the CO, thoria, MgO, Kieselguhr. Then it is been sent on into the cooling chamber. So the cooling chamber நம்ம அனுப்புறப்போ it will be condensing and then you will be getting the resulting heavy oil தனியா, gasoline தனியா, gases தனியா. The water gas is produced by the action of steam over the red hot coke. It is mixed with hydrogen and the mixture is compressed to 5 to 25 atmosphere. So in the compressed gas, temperature என்ன, இந்த converter என்ன, catalyst இதெல்லாமே இருக்குது. But அதுக்கு முன்னாடி you have to also mention about that sodium carbonate and Fe2O3. So அதெல்லாம் இங்க theoryல இல்லைன்னாலும் you have to mention it. So in the thoria, magnesia, Kieselguhr, cobalt, all those things you have to mention it properly. So what is happening? So we are having this CO and H2. So it will form depending on the number of molecules. So n times we will be getting CnH2n and n water molecules. Then once again n times of that carbon monoxide will react with hydrogen. So this is one form, this is another form. And you will be getting CnH2n plus 2nH2O. The reactions are strongly exothermic, hence the hot outcoming. So கண்டிப்பா இந்த high temperatureல வச்சு நாம இதெல்லாம் பண்றோம்னா you will be getting the hot gases தான். It is led to a cooler where a liquid resembling crude oil is obtained. So you are going to get a crude oil. The crude oil thus obtained is then fractionated to yield தனித்தனியா gasoline, then heavy oil, அதுக்கப்புறம் gases. So இந்த entire இதுல இருந்து நமக்கு வரதுதான் crude oil. So crude oil தான் நமக்கு அந்த petroleum-லயுமே initially we started. So the same thing is being done for here also. So in the water gas treated with hydrogen, then it has been passed into the chamber. இது எதுக்காகனா இந்த purification of the gas காக. Then it has been compressed and then passed into a catalyst which is being also maintained at high temperature. Then cooling, you are having the condensation takes place. Then you are going to separate it accordingly. Then the last process is the Bergius process. But for today, let me stop with this. In the Bergius process, next we will continue. Thank you.